Hey, welcome back guys. In this video, I am going to be showing you the new beta version of Uneekor Game Day. Uneekor has had this in development for a few years now. They've been giving us sneak peeks at the PGA show, which I saw earlier this year, and they have just released a beta version for free for about 30 days. So I'm going to show you how to activate that beta license if you haven't done it already. And I'm going to attempt to play 9 holes on game day. And we will see if we can poke around in the software and some of the other features. It is a beta version, so I am running into a lot of bugs, which I will point out whenever I come across them. Maybe you're seeing the same thing, or maybe you're seeing something different, but that is the point of a beta. They want to kind of get the user base to flesh out all of the bugs so that they can get it into a kind of fully complete software. So let's get started. Okay, so you can see that I've got Uneekor Launcher started. I've got my Eye Mini connected, and I've already got Game Day here in the beta version, so it's showing up under software. But if you haven't done that, you're going to want to go over on the left to licenses, and down here you should see one that says Game Day Beta Test. You will check the box for it and make sure to activate it. And that's all there is to it. You can see that it is a 1-month beta license. We can go back to start after it's activated. It should show up here under software, and you can see that I've got 20 days left on this beta. If you go onto updates, you can see the installed version and the beta version. You can see that they are the same. I'm on the latest version of the beta there, which is 2025 3.4, pretty much the release date. And that's all there is to it. I'm gonna go ahead and click start to launch it, and we will minimize launcher. So we have got a second display here for kind of your monitor. And then of course we've got the gameplay on the impact screen. It's meant for 2 displays. It really doesn't function without 2 displays. On this one, we've got kind of all of our setup, local play. Obviously you can see scramble, foursomes, 4-ball. You've got an online match where you can click new game and create a room, choose your course, number of players, create a password, and then you would share that password so that those other players can log in. I have not tested the online play, but I know from speaking to the Uneekor people at PGA show, the online play was very important to them. They really wanted people to be able to play against each other from anywhere in the world. Then you've got mini games. You see you've got a wedge challenge, a longest drive, a closest to the pin. I haven't gone into all of these yet. I open the wedge challenge. You are hitting to basically what looks kind of like a chessboard with different squares equaling different values, and you add those up and total up your points. You can compete with different people there. And then you can go into practice. Obviously you've got a driving range and you've got on-course practice. Both of those I've used. I'd like to get into those in this video. The reason I'm a little hesitant is because once I start something like on-course practice and then close out of that and go to maybe like a mini game, like a wedge challenge or whatever, when I open up the next thing, the screen does not open up on my impact screen. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or whatnot, but I kind of have to restart the software. So I'm kind of good to go with the first thing that I choose, which is why I'm not opening those right now. I'm gonna go straight into local play and we're gonna get our game started. So I'm gonna go into new game. My player is already there. Hit continue. They got a bunch of courses in here already. You can see I've only downloaded Pebble Beach. You can see all these that are grayed out. The Farms is probably one I'd like to try out down here. So that's about 24 courses that you're able to download here. I've got Pebble Beach ready to go. We're gonna hit continue. Pebble Beach is an easy one to compare because you can play it on so many different simulation softwares that it's kind of makes a good comparison. So this is your game settings. We're gonna switch from 18 hole down to front 9. You can go back 9, you can go custom and choose different holes. Maybe we'll do custom, let's do that. So we will do hole number 1. We will definitely do hole number 6, hole number 7. Let's do hole 5, 14, 16, and 18. That's good, 6 holes, we'll go with that. We will hit confirm. We're on stroke play, pin position, we will leave at center. Let's make it easy on myself. Fairway firmness, normal. Green firmness, normal. Wind, none. You can choose between weak, normal, hard, random. I'm gonna leave it on none. Distance, speed, units, stimp, I'm gonna leave on 11. Double par, continuous putting is on. I believe what that would be is that the player putts out until he's finished, not going back and forth between the different players. I don't know that for sure, but that would be my guess as to what that is. We're gonna hit continue. You've got difficulties, so it's on tour. You've got rookie, amateur, pro. I haven't tested these out, but from what it sounds like, based on what other people are writing online, if I was gonna go with rookie, for example, it would kind of make all of my shots kind of corrected. So less curve, straighter shots, all that. We don't want that. We want the actual ball flight from the launch monitor, kind of with no bumper rails. So we're gonna leave that on tour. Tee box will be white. I'll leave 3 mulligans just in case I need to demonstrate something. Gimme distance 5 feet. Putting options, you've got gimme, random auto putt, none, gimme and auto putt. I'm gonna leave it on gimme, which will give me that 5-foot gimme circle. I haven't tested all of the other ones. Grid lines normal, putting guideline off, and we will hit start. And, oh no. That's what I'm talking about. I lost it already on the impact screen. Now it seems like it does open, but I just can't figure out how to get it over to the correct display. It looks like I've got 2 of the same windows. All right, I set everything up. I'm gonna restart the software all the same way I just set it up, and from there, we'll start playing. Okay, I've got the round set up again. Now you can see this screen, you've kind of got your mini map where I can pick my aim point. You've got some data, club data, ball data, all of that, and some other options. And then we've got the, obviously, gameplay up on the projector. So one of the things that I first noticed whenever I opened this up for the first time was the graphics looked terrible. I mean, really bad, worse than 1080. Or maybe it looked like 1080, I don't know. I didn't know what was going on because there was supposed to be a big deal about the 4K graphics and it did not look 4K at all. I noticed on another video, I think from Golf Simulator videos, that he had to go into the Windows settings and change the scaling. And so I did that as well and it worked. That will give you the graphics that you would expect if you're running 4K, which I am. Let's actually get into some golf. So I am going to pick my aim point and hopefully I'm loose and ready to go. This is hole number 1 on Pebble Beach. It did do an automatic flyover when I opened up the hole, but I didn't have the screen recording going, so you'll see that on some of the next holes. A little bit left. Gonna be in this bunker. Yep, just caught the bunker there. All right, what do we have? We've got 75 yards to the pin. You can see in the bottom right corner of the screen that shows your lie, shows that you're in the bunker, and a negative 20%. So I am going to, I guess, play for that. Hit that a little soft, I think. Worked out. We've got a putt at it. All right, so to me, this looks a little bit funky when you're on the green here. It kind of looks like you're putting straight up the hill instead of like forward, which is interesting. Let's see, it looks like we've got pretty much right to left, mostly in the beginning, and not much by the hole. So I'm using the mouse to aim. Obviously, you see the big red letters, 18 feet 7 inches, sloping uphill 6 inches. In most cases, I'm just gonna add that 6 inches to 18 inches and play it like a 24-foot putt. So I'm gonna, nope, stop. It actually broke right past the hole. Anyways, made it in the gimme circle and made a par. All right, here's a flyover on hole number 6. What do you guys think of the graphics? I think it looks pretty good. Now, I saw some people like the giant yardage sign right there next to you, but I saw some other people that didn't. I'm pretty sure I saw where you can turn that off in the settings. Let's check out my aim here. Pretty close to the water, so I'm gonna favor the bunkers. Oh, that was not good. Well, oh, I am in the hazard. What's it gonna let me do? I'm playing it, but I guess it kind of took an auto drop because I'm hitting my 3rd shot from here. That was probably one of my worst swings ever recorded. Okay, so let's see what I can do. Now, I got a lot going on. I'm in the rough. You can see it's a 10% penalty, so I can try and get it up to that second tier of the hole or lay back. We'll try and get there, get it up there. Don't do that. Kind of towed it. Might save me if it's long enough, but I did not hit it well. Nope. Right, that hurts. All right, should I tin cup it? Would have been fine if I hit it well. Let's tin cup it. And a giant push. That's the wrong direction. Not gonna make it there at all. I need to move this video along. Let's just try and complete this hole. Okay, what do we have left? 195, 12 yards uphill. Another giant push. Okay. Okay, there, thank you. It put me out of my misery. It conceded with double par. Hopefully you haven't clicked off of this video already. Don't blame you if you did. But now we're on famous hole number 7. Interesting, it kind of tells me 98.9 on the mini map, but then 99.2 in the big sign on the tee box. I mean, it's not a big difference, obviously, but I wonder why there's a difference at all. Well, maybe I will do something really good here to make up for that last hole. That wasn't very good either. Interesting enough, I have not done any chipping in game day yet, so this will be interesting. 8 yards. I'm guessing I'll probably want to land it halfway from here. Don't know how much it's going to roll out. Okay. Got out of there with par. Oh, very interesting camera view coming up from the ground there. I mean, they did a great job with all the houses and everything on the side. Those look great. Is it going to stay in? No. Oh, fairway. It says it's fairway. Okay, what do we have left? It's actually aiming me in the front of the green. It's telling me 179, but more like 199 away. Needs to draw. Man, that's a huge push. All right, I guess we're gonna see a bunker shot. Always a guess as to how this works in different software. You can see a 20% penalty for the lie, and we've got 21 yards to the hole. Probably want to land it, I'm just making stuff up, let's just say 15 yards. I want to play like an 18 yard. I'm really going to play it more like a little pitch. Is it going to stop? Kind of the right idea. And we've got a birdie putt. I can't control the aim with the putts on the keyboard using the arrow keys. Seems like you have to do it with the mouse. I think I overread the last putt, so we're just going to aim left edge here. Made it. All right. Got a long way to come back from that 10 on number 6, but I'll take any birdie. Flyovers are good. They're quick. They're not too slow. They're not too fast. Lets you see what you need to see. I'm going to aim more for the fat part of the green here. It's telling me that's 160. I think it's 165 to the hole. Okay, all right. In the rough, got a 30-yard pitch here. Pretty straightforward. I just got to get the distance right. It's going to roll out. Just outside the gimme circle, I'm gonna have to putt it. All right, this one definitely braking a lot more right to left. Super short. Aiming outside the hole on a 5-footer, which I don't think you're supposed to do, but in game day, the image on the screen actually adjusts with where the golf ball is in the hitting zone. So if I move it more to the right, the image is going to shift like that. If I move it back to the left, the image will shift back so that it lines up, hopefully with my ball. And that's all set up in the settings. You can go to, I think it's called ball shift, but basically you're entering in your offset and you can line up where the ball is on the ground to the screen, and that's how it knows. As far as I'm aware, the only other software that does that is from Foresight. I love how it does that in Foresight, so it's really cool to see here in game day. Now, wow. Obviously, I gave it too much brake, but that ball didn't really even move. Not setting any records here today. All right, the famous hole number 18, Pebble Beach. This is probably the hole that gets compared the most in different simulator software. Oh man, that's right. Right of right. OB. So I've tested penalty areas, I've tested OB for you guys, completely for you guys. And as you can see, it doesn't really give you any options on what you want to do. It just makes you re-tee for OB, and the penalty area, it gives you the correct drop. It seemed like I could have played that first one, that first penalty area, but wouldn't let me. Same thing. Well, we know what's going to happen here. Okay, now we know that if I get to double par, it's going to make me concede. So I think I can take a mulligan, because I'm sure you want to see, click mulligan there. Do you want to use a mulligan? Confirm. Yes. Okay, because I think we want to finish this hole being number 18. We want to see more than the tee box. There we go. All right, we've got about 210 yards left. I'm going to aim pretty much right edge of the green, considering how things are going. That needs to draw a lot. Okay, we are in the bunker. Can I use this mini map? I cannot use the mini map on the projector. I have to use this one. I wish I could zoom in on the mini map and kind of pick my spot on the green. Maybe there's a way to do that, but I don't know how yet. So what I know is that it's about 22 yards to the hole. Looks like I've got a lot of space, but a big lip there, which means I probably want to get this up high and ideally carry it maybe 18 yards, but that's asking a lot. Plus we've got a 20% penalty on the bunker. That was about the right distance. Turned right on. All right, moving right to left here. Not quite sure how to read the greens yet. We'll see if we can get the speed right. Yep, just gave it too much brake. Well, there you go. That was maybe one of my worst rounds ever recorded for YouTube. Hope you enjoyed it. More importantly, I hope it gave you a look at what gameplay is like on the new Game Day beta version. Let me see if I can close down and show you the driving range, because it's pretty cool. We'll see if I have to restart everything or not. I'm gonna click go to main. I'm gonna go to practice, driving range, start. Gives you some options there, start. Yep, it's not gonna work right. I don't know if losing the window has anything to do with the scaling, but this time I waited to open the driving range, and now I'm going to go into Windows display settings and adjust the scaling down to 100%. Okay, this is the driving range. I think it's a pretty good looking driving range. Definitely cool. They've got this digital billboard on the side running a Uneekor ad. Pretty creative there. So you can see you've got data tiles across the bottom of the screen. Not everything, well, most things. And then on this display, you've got kind of a side angle view plus more data there. And as I hit shots, you'll see in that upper left corner, you'll start to see the dispersion there. You can actually see it flying in the corner there on that map. And that's pretty much the basic driving range. Now the cool thing is, without changing anything, you can move over to approach practice. If I click on that, you can see that you've got a minimum and a max distance, and this can give you kind of a randomizer. So if I increase the max, we'll go up to 150 and hit apply. Now you can see I've got a green there. It's telling me 62 yards, and I can work on whatever kind of distance range I want to. And the next shot should be a different distance, 41 yards. As far as I can tell, I don't see a setting anywhere to change more than randomizing every shot. For instance, if I wanted to hit like 3 before changing distances or anything like that. That wasn't good. This is obviously not a good day. But you've got your approach practice there. On this bottom area here, where it shows the Uneekor logos, I thought that that was where swing video is supposed to show up. And I've got my Uneekor swing optics cameras connected, but I have not been able to find how to set those up anywhere in game day. And I thought I saw another video where they were connected. After approach practice, you can go to putting practice and similarly set your distance. So this is at, I guess, 2 feet, but if we wanted to practice between 5 and change the max up to 10 feet and hit apply, it's going to kind of give you some random putts, and you can do your putting practice here without worrying about slope, up or down, left or right, just dialing in either your putting stroke or your speed if you want to do the randomized min and max. Oh my gosh. That was 4.6 right side angle. I wonder if that kind of rolled off of a dip in my mat. 10 feet. Did the same thing. I don't know, guys. All right, let's quit out of here. We'll go into on-course practice. We'll do Pebble Beach. Leave everything the same. Not working again. Ah, I got it. So this is the on-course practice. It looks very similar to local play. The difference is if you want to drop somewhere on the course, you go up to this little ball on the mini map and click that once. Now if I hold down anywhere on the map, it's going to drop the ball where I leave it. So it left me 90 yards to the hole there. And over here on the right of shot history, you've got hole repeat and shot repeat. The way this works is that you hit a shot, and just like in local play, you're going to play the next shot from where that first shot lands. If you want to just hit the same shot over and over again, you want to hit the shot repeat button and it'll turn yellow, and you'll just hit from that same spot over and over again. If you want to turn it off, you can just click it again. Obviously, hole repeat, if you turn it on, you can just play the same hole start to finish over and over again. And that's pretty much all there is to the on-course practice. What do we have? 90 yards. It's going to be way short. But there we go, and I've got the same shot again because I do have the shot repeat button selected. Gave that one a little bit more, should get there. A little too much, just past the hole. Okay guys, I think that's where I'm gonna end this video. You saw the course play, you saw on-course practice, you saw the driving range. I wanna know what you guys think down in the comments. Me personally, I think it's a pretty good start. It's very easy to play. I would like to see a little bit of a better zoom feature to the green on approach shots so I can kind of pick exactly where on the green I want to aim. Maybe that exists and I don't know how to use it. That's possible. I would also say that there are still quite a few of obvious bugs like the display scaling. There's another one where a lot of times the mouse will get stuck on one display or the other, and all you have to do is you have to click the mouse and then you can move it between displays. But that's not right, that shouldn't happen. All of those things that we kind of just showed hopefully will be addressed. That's why this is a beta, so that they can address those things. They opened this beta version up for 30 days. I find it hard to imagine that they're gonna be able to get all of those pretty obvious bugs addressed within 30 days. So I would like to see them keep it open longer, extend that trial window, because once people start paying for something, they expect it to work really well. I am not jumping away from GSPro at this point, but it's definitely cool to have other options for your simulator software. And there's maybe some things in practice that you'd rather do on one software versus the other, or use it in different ways. But that's it. I apologize for the bad golf today. Hopefully it will improve. That might have been my worst showing ever on YouTube, but it's about game day, not about me. So leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Make sure to subscribe and like the video if you found it helpful. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next one.